Hello guys, now let me show you how to do our no card type power activation. If you don't want to use card for power activation, then please go to Advanced page and Extended settings. The card reader ways you have to select without card. And the card reader you have to select none because no need card anymore. And then you have to use door magnetic and sensor, no matter it's PIR sensor or presence sensor, to detect if someone is inside the room and then to trigger welcome scene and the goodbye scene. Now let me show you how to make the setting. First of all, you have to select without card. And now here are some parameters. Let's see what are they. We have door entry detection delays. This delay is made if you put 1 second here, then when you open the door, it will start to detect if someone is inside the room after 1 second. So just a 1 second delay. If you put 3, then 3 seconds delay. And this unmanned continuous detection time is the time, for example, when the guest go to the hotel room and then trigger welcome scenario. He stay in the room for a long time and then he go out. Because this time without card, then how can the system to trigger goodbye scene? We say it's based on if detect no one in the room, then it will trigger the goodbye scene. But how long you want how many delay to trigger the goodbye scene? For example, you want when the guest go out the room and then 10 minutes to trigger the goodbye scene to cut off the power in the room, then you have to set 600 seconds. But today I am showing you how to do this, so I will just put 10 seconds for test. Normally you will put much more longer than this. And now let's go to this parameter. This one is continuous detection time with action. This is for about the sensor. Some sensor, for example, the sensor when detects the presence or movement of somebody, then this movement and the detect movement status will keep 3, 4, 5 seconds. It depends on different type of sensor. So when it detects someone, the status of detect will keep for a time. So you have to, for example, if you are use a sensor and this sensors when detect someone, then it will keep the status for detect people for 5 seconds. Then this one you can enter 5 seconds here, then it can avoid mistriggering. So for example, if the guest leave the room and some mistriggering, for example, a fan, a bird or something, then trigger this. But this is just mistriggering, so the sensor will not keep the detection status for 5 seconds, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and then it will judge there is no one, so it's mistriggering. So you must set the time and then avoid mistriggering. And the detection delay when leave. Detection delay when leave is when someone get out of the room, open and close the door, and then, for example, if you set 3 seconds here, then after 3 seconds, it will start to detect if someone is inside the room. And if you want to automatically enter cardless mode after checkout, then you can enable this. If you don't want, then you just no need to enable this function. Okay, now after this setting, we can go to set, because we need door magnetic and sensor to judge together if the room has someone inside. So let's talk about the dry contact type first. For example, in my demo cases, dry contact number 7 is connect with the sensor. So make a remark. And the dry contact 8 is connect with the door magnetic. And then click Save. Okay, and go to Advanced again. Then we just need to go to scroll down in here, Enable, and the internal sensor. It is because we are connect the sensor to the dry contact channel, dry contact type. So we just need to select internal sensor, enable it, and enter 7. And it's normally closed type. And then go to here to select 8. It's the door magnetic and also normally closed type. Then click Save. And don't forget to check if you enable the dry contacts. If you didn't enable, then it cannot work. After we set for the delay time and the continuous detection time and set the dry contacts, then please go to logic setting here. Room status logic, sorry. We have to set when room was empty logic, what should we do? We have to enable this one. This one, as I mentioned, is for we use card type. But now we don't use the card. So we have to enable this one. And then match the goodbye scenario in here. This too is for goodbye scene. So actually you can set 2 goodbye scene. Maybe the first goodbye scene is after the time, then turn off the lights. And then you can set some delay to let it to turn off AC. So you can make something like this. But now I just want to show you how to do that. So I just use 1 goodbye scene. And if you want some delay, then you can set some delay here. If you don't want, you can set 0. And don't forget to enable this. So after we finish this setting, then we can go to our demo case to do the test. Okay, now let's imagine a situation. The guest check in the reception desk, and then he go to his room, and then open the door. And then the sensor detects he entered the room. So it will trigger the welcome scene. You can see, even in the hotel management software, the status of the room will become occupied and guest card. Okay, now let's imagine another situation. Then he closed the door. Yeah. And stay in the room for a time. Then he wants to go out, do some shopping or do some exercise. So he close the door, leave, and then after 10 seconds, if the sensor detects no one is here, then it will trigger the goodbye scenario. So the room status will become, you can see, goodbye scene is triggered, turn off everything in the room, and the status in the software will become occupied and no card. So that's how to make configuration for our no card type power activation for hotel project.